this is a concert, but you also want to usher him into the atmosphere. How do you prepare yourself in getting into that place of worship?
It's going to be entertaining because there are things that happen, it's just what it is. But we don't really have to do that. Go into a closet somewhere and, bring it on down. We ain't got to do that.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Brandon Armant, and I am here with the legend himself. He doesn't need an introduction, Mr. Fred Hammond. Mr. Hammond, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, man, good to be here. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good, especially you're here in my hometown, New Orleans, Louisiana.
That's right, the Big Easy.
The Big Easy. You've been to New Orleans plenty of times.
Man, I think, got to say 25, 30 times.
Yeah. What's your favorite part of New Orleans?
I like downtown. I really do like downtown.
Yeah.
Bourbon Street's a little rough every now and then.
It is.
Get a little rough.
Yeah.
But I go down there every now and then because it's got good food. But I like downtown. I like right downtown, especially around Essence time. Because I normally stay at the Marriott somewhere. So it's where everything is at, so I can sit and watch people and do my thing.
Just sit there and watch. What was that old show 227 where they would sit and just watch everybody?
Let everybody walk by.
Yes, and then what's your favorite food dish in New Orleans?
Gumbo. It's gumbo. Beignets is cool. I don't do a lot of sweets.
Yeah.
First time I came here, the second time I came, they took us to Dookie Chase. Is it still open?
It is still open. The legendary Dookie Chase.
They took us to Dookie Chase, and we got hooked on gumbo.
Yeah. Miss Leah Chase, God rest her soul. But all right, so enough about New Orleans. You're here in New Orleans as part of your tour that's going on. New Orleans is just one of your stops. Tell us about the tour. This is your second year doing it. Why did you decide to do this tour?
This is actually our fifth year doing it, second year in New Orleans.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so we're just trying to break it. We want to give some people some time around Christmas to do something before they shut it down. And that's what it was, and get together. And I love my guys, and we do it like you see us all supporting each other. And I got my boys Keith and Marcus, and my daughter Brienne, and so. But with Smokey, Todd, and James, we just love doing it right before Christmas and a couple of days after.
Yeah, and that's one of the things I loved about this concert and talking with a lot of people in the audience who came. This was different. Most of the time when you go to concerts, you have one artist who performs, the next artist who performs, and then the headline act, which would be you. But all of y'all on stage, people said who attended that it felt like church, praise and worship on Sunday morning.
Yeah, and that's the vibe. We've been doing that since the Festival of Praise. That's probably 10 years. 10 years, yeah. And it actually was started by Kirk Franklin, Yolanda Adams, and myself back in 96 when we went on tour with the Tour of Life. And that's the way we did it. We just round robined it.
Yeah, that's oftentimes the best way to do it, and then just let God take over. How do you prepare yourself in getting into that place of worship? Because this is a concert, but you also want to allow God to get into the and usher Him into the atmosphere. How do you prepare for a concert like this, especially doing it over and over again on tour?
Well, it's always fresh because we're not trying to entertain only. It's going to be entertaining because there are things that happen, it's just what it is. But at the end of the day, you don't really have to prepare because the songs, number one, we're ready for worship at a moment's notice. You can think about something and go into worship. You can be talking about football and go and something happen and you'll think of something God did, and so we don't really have to do that. Go into a closet somewhere and bring it on down. We ain't got to do that. When we start thinking about the song "Trust in the Lord with all your heart," think about it. I Need You Now, or No Weapon, or James Fortune, Trust Him. Man, it just turns on automatically.
Yeah, the other day I was on the treadmill working out, believe it or not, and this is a true story, and I was thinking about something, and I just started saying, "No weapon, right, formed against me," just started singing it, and before you know it, I was praising.
So when we put the song list together too, we we think of, a flow. And that's when we knew, said, hey, but let's put Todd right here, and then I'll come behind with this one and just continue on the message. So everything has a flow to it. Everything has a flow to it.
So you have a couple of projects coming out with your group. Tell us about that.
Keith and Marcus and myself, are they in here or are they gone? Yeah, come on around. Keith Staten, who was one of the founding original members with myself of Commission, and Marcus Cole, who came in after I left. We just got together and said, since we couldn't get the whole group, we just decided we would do it. And it's called FK&M. And I think next time we'll have a conversation about it just being Fred, Keith, and Marcus. Too much confusion. It's long story. If you read that too fast, you read them initials too fast, you say, who they talking to?
Fred, Keith, and Marcus. It's a little longer, but at least it'll be clear, right?
Clear. Crystal. But no, we got in there then and decided to make some stuff. And I just wanted them to experience what I experienced. We took them out on tour with me and Kirk, Yolanda, Marvin Sapp, Clark Sisters, and Kiara Sheard. And we took them out on tour so that they can experience God's goodness, and
life-changing experience.
Yeah. Well, life-changing experience for y'all, and then a life-changing experience for everyone else who came to worship with you guys today. I can tell you it was a life-changing experience for me. I was telling y'all earlier, I forgot at one point while I was here hosting, and I was standing up there, and before you know it, I was jumping up and down, praising and worshiping, and had to compose myself and remember why I was here so I can get everything together. So, but that's just because you guys are continuing to let the Lord use you and being a blessing to other people. So thank y'all so much for that. I'm not going to hold up too much more of your time because I know y'all are in New Orleans today. You got to go to Lake Charles, Louisiana tomorrow, first thing in the morning, and then you're going to continue on with the tour. So let God continue to use you guys, and thank you for everything that you do. Mr. Hammond, thank you for being a gospel legend. When I told everybody I was coming to interview Fred Hammond, they said, "Oh, Mama, I made it." they said that I have made it. So I guess I don't have to interview anybody else. I'm done.
No, find some more folk. Okay. Keep it going. Keep it going. Let this be the barometer and the baseline. But
this is the baseline. So I'm gonna find some more folks, and I'm gonna let you guys go and get on about your day. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all.
Excuse my hand,
oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.